What is up, guys, and welcome to another episode of The Build. Super pumped to be back here with you guys recording another episode. Now, guys, we are on YouTube with The Build since as of last week. So, guys, if you want to go and watch this over on YouTube, head over to YouTube right now. All you got to do is search Daniel Simone, my name. You'll see The Build being uploaded to there from now on. All of the content that I'm putting up on in video format is going up on YouTube. So go over there, subscribe to YouTube. Now, for you guys that is your first time joining us for The Build, what we do here on The Build, this is a podcast that is for anybody who is on the build of their life. If you're on a journey of building a family, if you're on a journey of building a home, if you're on the journey of building a business, building a mindset, all the things that we have to do on our journey of life to build our best self and ultimately reach our goal. Now, this is the podcast for you, and this is what we're talking here week in and week out. So, guys, if you do find this show helpful or interesting, or it made you laugh, or it made you give you a new perspective in any way, shape, or form, I'd like you to hit that share button, share it with a friend. Now, for those of you guys on YouTube, I've got a bit of a new setup here. I had the mic hanging from the top, but I've relocated the stand now to keep that out of the video for you guys as well too. So super pumped to that. So guys, let's get into it. This week, fight week. So for those of you who do or don't know, I'm doing my second amateur fight, boxing fight that is in 1 week's time. I'm doing the Sydney Contender again. We did it previously in the year where I did win my match, which was awesome. Now I've decided to do it again. I've decided to, step in to the ring again, go through the fight camp with the team. And I think that's been one of the most exciting things about this whole journey is being a part of this with the team and going through that as well too. Actually, I just realized, for those of you who are on YouTube, you can see I got my 75 hard bandana on, and I've actually got my 75 hard We Ain't the Same shirt on as well too. But coincidentally, I've got a bit of a haircut, so I've been wearing the bandana a little bit more just to get the hair out of my face a little bit. So guys, if you are listening to the podcast and you want to see this, head over to YouTube and suss it out. We're not talking about 75 hard today, but we have other podcasts about that. And actually, just on that, we are organising a couple of guests in the next couple of weeks that have done and completed 75 hard to actually talk about their journey on that. These are business owners, everyday fathers and husbands, and people running businesses doing 75 hard. So I'm super excited to have those guys coming up as well too. So guys, back to the fight week. And I want to talk about the past week of how things have been this past week, and around particularly myself, and around sleep, and around challenges, and around, your feelings about not wanting to get stuff done. So this week has been a super challenging week for myself, just around sleep. Had a few things on. We've had family events, we've had work, we have kids. My kids are not sleeping the best, and at the end of the day, guys, this is the same shit that you guys go through, that I go through as well too. People think that, they see me doing the work, they see me getting out early and training, and they think that it's all easy for me. And that's what I want to say to you guys here today, that we are all the same. We are all the same. We are all going through our own struggles. Nobody's struggles is unique to them. Nobody thinks that I'm the only person going through this, or that person's got it a lot easier. I had a crazy week of sleep. Some days having 2, 3, 4 hours, kids waking up, just very unsettled, getting back late, having to wake up early. However, I'm super proud of myself, because there were many times that I just wanted to throw in the towel. And I'll tell you about one time in a second, but we'll come to that. But there were many times throughout this whole week where I'm like, nah, stuff it, go back to bed, sleep, miss your workout, don't worry about it. Or on the later side at night, where I was like, you know what, don't worry about, creating that post, or don't worry about messaging that person, or don't worry about whatever that work I was working on. You can actually do it tomorrow. And I'm proud of myself that I didn't allow that stuff to creep in and make me miss or not complete things that I had to complete for that particular day. So that's a big win, because I dug deep and I decided to push through and keep doing. And that's what's so interesting about this, guys, that I am no different to any of you. I have to work. I have to go to the gym. I have 3 small children, a wife, so many things pulling at me that I'm no different to any of you guys. We have all these things, But all we have to do is just be able to dig deep. And what people don't think is they don't think they have it in them. They look at everybody else and think they're unique, they're special, they have something that I don't have. That's not true. That is far from the truth. We all have it in us. We just have to be able to dig deep and actually pull it out and fight for what we want. Now, I do have to say, I had a little bit of a slip up this week. We had our fight camp on Saturday morning, and let's just say I got back super late and running on a couple of hours sleep, and my phone is actually in the bathroom. So I keep my phone not in arm's distance. It's actually in the bathroom. The door is closed. Yes, you can hear the alarm. So the door is in there. Sorry, the phone is in the bathroom. So what happens that Sunday as well too is put the phone in the bathroom. Then I went to bed. I must have got up. I literally turned it off and I went straight back to bed. This was 4 a.m. And I woke up. We went to start training at 6 a.m. for fight camp. I literally woke up at 6:02, looked at the clock, and I was like, what the heck happened? It literally just totally caught up on me. I just couldn't take it anymore. I pushed myself to the absolute limits. Now, even though I did actually miss our fight camp training, I still got up. I still did what I needed to do. I got my reading in and I went out for a 10K run. So I still did get the workout. I was very disappointed that I missed the actual team training. That was very not happy with myself for that. But, you know, that's what happens when you're constantly pushing yourself to the limits, when you're constantly trying to just keep striving forward, when you're trying to just, you know, reach your goal and you're not taking no for an answer and you just keep doing what you need to do, you know, you run the risk of these things catching up to you. So a bit of a slip on my side as well too, but I had known that I'd been struggling all week with being tired, with sleeping, you know, so I need to sort of stay on top of that. So that's another side of this as well too, guys, is you stay on top of it, right? You can work and push so hard, but you need to make sure you stay on top of it. And, you know, another thing I want to add to this is about the hard things. People always think that hard things for other people is easy, right? People think that, oh, you know, running 10K at 5 in the morning is easy for me, you know. But I got to let people know that hard shit is hard shit for everybody. There is no difference, okay? People don't, you know, hard shit's not easier for somebody else, okay? Maybe that particular thing that you're doing, someone could find a little bit easier in it because they've been there and they've maybe done that. But however, they have their own hard shit. Right? So everybody has their own hard shit that they're actually trying to get through and push through. So don't look at somebody and say they're special or they're different to me or they have something that I don't have that I can't get through my own hard shit. No, that is not true. You all have it within you, but you have to be able to dig deep and you have to be able to push through and keep moving forward, right? There's different levels. The things that you're doing right now that you may find hard, in a month's time, in a week's time, in a year's time, they're not going to be hard. However, who's someone who is just starting their journey, they may find those same things hard. So you've got to understand there's different levels. So some people may look at me and they look at some of the stuff that I do and think, oh my God, that's so hard. However, some of the things that I look at people and they're running 20, 30, 40 Ks in the morning, I may look at them and say, oh my God, that's so hard. And there's some people who are looking at you and thinking, how do they do that? How do they have all these kids, still find the time to train, still get up every day and do what they have to do? So there are different levels to it. But at the end of the day, your hard shit is your hard shit. It's no different to anybody else. So stop taking away from that and stop saying that that person has something that you don't have. Because understand, guys, that you all have it. Each and every single one of you have that within you. Now, going back to the whole alarm situation, one tip I want to give here about getting up in the morning with alarms. First of all, guys, if you have a snooze button on, completely remove it. Don't have a snooze button, turn that off. You do not need the snooze button. Second tip, guys, is don't set your alarm the night before. Don't do that. Work out what time you need to wake up every day, set it, forget it, and you get up no matter what. That is what I do. My alarm now is Monday to Saturday, it's 4 a.m. and Sunday, it's 5 a.m. That does not change. If I go out the night before, if I have a function on or whatever, it doesn't matter because I still know I got to get up and I want to get my shit done. Now, yeah, there's sometimes on a Sunday, for example, that, you know, I don't really have anything on that day, but I'm still going to get up at 5 o'clock. I'm still going to go and get my shit done. I'm going to get my reading done. I'm going to get my meditation done, my stretching. I'm going to get my workout in. And then I come back and sometimes I'll eat breakfast and I'll go have a little bit of a nap on the lounge. but I still maintain that consistent time of getting up, the same time of getting up. I don't have an alarm. I hear people talking about, oh, I slept in, or one of the ones I hear a lot, and if you are in the fight camp with me, you guys have used this excuse a couple of times, is I accidentally set PM instead of AM. Come on. That excuse absolutely kills me. So guys, if you struggle getting up, first of all, get rid of the snooze button. Second of all, pick a time. Keep your alarm on all the time. Don't set it the night before. Get up, get your shit done, and stay consistent. So guys, that is it for me. Fight week is coming up. I will probably record the next podcast will be after the fight. I'll do it after the fight so we can talk a little bit about how fight week went. This week leading up now, I've got about 2 kilos to lose. Shouldn't be an issue with that. We'll hit some sauna sessions, control the calories leading into the fight, but super pumped for that, guys. I hope you got some value out of today's episode. And guys, share this with somebody. If you know somebody who will find this valuable, somebody who, you think will help benefit from the message that we're trying to share here on The Build, if they're on their journey, share this podcast with them. And if you are on podcast, I'd love you to hit the subscribe button on the podcast. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Super pumped for what we're going to be doing with all the content coming out soon. Thank you very much, guys. Signing off for me. Have an awesome day.